Honestly, the last thing I expected this year was the halsey fantano discourse popping up again, but I mean it did for very important reasons. Everything started with Olivia Rodrigo, who gave Fantano an interview on his channel and said that she's, quote, a big fan of him, which Twitter obviously didn't like. Now, I'm just gonna clarify this. This video has no purpose of hating on Olivia, but more so questioning the decisions of her team to have her sit down with this man of all people and talk about her album, especially when Olivia identifies as a feminist. But yeah, Olivia got tons of hate for this, and so did Fantano, because a lot of things about him resurfaced. Namely, what resurfaced was his review of The Great Impersonator by Halsey, which is a concept album about how she nearly died. In that review, he said that Halsey was trying so hard to seem tortured and was showing signs of main character syndrome. And 2 years later, this review resurfaced, and Halsey finally responded to it, saying what I was basically thinking: the score and the review is not what matters. In that review, Fantano presented takes that were an outright attack on Halsey's character and story. He went out of his way to delegitimize her story of overcoming cancer and summed that up as her being dramatic. That was the problem, not the score he gave the album. Some people on Twitter are now trying to defend this guy. I've seen someone call him one of the most outspoken leftist voices, which is very funny considering the fact that he has an 8-minute long compilation of him saying racist and homophobic slurs floating around Twitter. And also, this is not the first time he's dismissed a woman's story in a clearly misogynistic way. He did the same thing to Poppy when she opened up about the abuse she faced on a song and also started victim blaming her. And also did this with Fiona Apple when he completely misinterpreted her song called For Her, which is also about abuse. The funniest thing about this to me, though, is that Fantano said that Halsey had main character syndrome, but then just today, in an article published by Variety, he said that he is the biggest music critic of our generation. Like, the call is coming from inside the house. She really broke him. I know he was also ranting about her on like a live stream or something. Like, props to Halsey for that. So yeah, to sum up my thoughts, I think Fantano is objectively bad at his job. You can have musical knowledge, yes, but if you are unable to understand the art that you're supposed to be evaluating, well, maybe it's not for you then. Edgy jokes you make about women's suffering don't make you look less functionally illiterate. He's out there spewing misogynistic takes that are disguised as music criticism, and that's why maybe some artists and their teams shouldn't be giving guys like him a bigger platform and giving him interviews. So yeah, this was definitely a poor choice on the part of Olivia's team, especially since this was like 2 days after she announced her all-female-led music festival. Hopefully that video gets like deleted or something, because it's time to do some damage control about this. And also, if it wasn't clear before, I'm 100% with Halsey on this.